Hi, in this video we are going to see what is the NOT function and IFERROR function. So what is the NOT function? NOT function is used to convert result of any formula or any logical test to the opposite. Say for example, I am getting one value as a true and I wanted to change into the, if I use NOT function, then it will be turned to the opposite to that. So say for example, I have here as a value as a true. I have mentioned purposefully here. If I put equal to not and use this one and click enter, if you change, if you see it got changed to the not. It was true and now it become as a false. Again same way, if I put again for false, it become as a true. So what is the syntax of that? Equal to, very simple, very small formula, equal to not, and what is the logical test? So for example, equal to not and any logical formula. If I put here, say for example 5 equal to 5 and then I hit enter, I should be getting 5 equal to 5 as a true because it is true sentence, right? Equal to 5 equal to 5. If I enter, it comes as true, but since I have used not function, it comes as opposite to of what is the, so not is used to the change the any logical result to the its opposite one. Here same way, it can be used only two condition, whether value not function can be only used for the changing the logical test. Say for example, if I want 100 to be changed to the -100, it will not work. I have put here 1 and 0, so 1 is for the true and 0 is for false. If I put here as a not and putting this formula as, if you see, it has given result as a false. Now if I put here not and this one, then it will give as a true. But in the case, instead of 1, if I type any value, if I type, say for example, I have type 15, okay, if I use this one not, it will still give the true, like as of now it is giving as a false because it is opposite of true. If I put minus, if I put 0, if you see it giving true, but if I put -1, it will give me as a false. Okay, so it will not change any kind of value. So for example, some people might misunderstand, like hey, if I have positive value as 100, if I use not, then it will convert to negative. It will not be happen. As of now, it can change only our logical results, true or false. It can be true, false, 0 or 1. Based on that, it will give the result. So sometimes we use like so on the base of like if conditions, right? If I'm working and based on need, there's some result is coming as true, but I wanted to change it to the opposite direction, then that time we can utilize it. Another very important function is IFERROR. IFERROR function is used when I'm doing any calculation on the formula and some error occurred, unwanted error happened, okay, but our overall result should not be should not impact. Instead of, if there is error, right, normally I'll show you. Say for example, I have student marks here and wanted to check the percentage of this. So simply I am going to divide what is the marks, divide by total marks. So 100 marks are the total, the user has received 80 marks. So I'll clicking on the enter and same formula I am applying here. If you observe, I got one error as divide by 0 because 0 cannot be divided by anywhere, right? So here I am trying to divide some value with the 0, so I will get the divide by 0 error, okay, but this I don't want it to happen. Okay, I want some test to be displayed, some value to be displayed, and it should not show as a divide by 0, it should give the some other result. Okay, for that what we have to do is we can use as a formula as IFERROR. So any formula is written, I have to just add as IFERROR. So I will put IFERROR, and what is the next formula I wanted to perform? So I want to perform k divide by L. So k divide by L. Okay, this is the one. Now I put a comma. If error happens, say for example, as of now you are taking this as a like that function is happening, right? The formula is will k3 divided by L3 will happen, but in that if some error happen, what you want to do, so that value I have to specify here. Okay, as of now I want just put 0 instead of that error, put 0. Okay, so if you observe, I'm just let me change to the percentage. If you see here, it's coming as 80 and I paste the formula across. If you see, instead of getting divide by 0, I am getting 0 because I have mentioned as a just hey, let's put a 0. It can be anything if you want to put the message, right? If you want to perform some other formula or any other value or any other message you want to put, you can do that one. So say for example, instead of 0 I want to say that need to check invalid value, right? So if I put, so it is saying that need to check invalid value, some error happen, but even this will replay like present the same one, right? But based on the flow, hope you are understanding, based on the flow we can go, we can decide here not only just a value, I can add any formula. Okay, I can instead of like that value is getting right, I can say that hey, that error is happened, now I want to calculate something else, right? So I can put that VLOOKUP or some, I want to add something, any other formula. From here we can go anywhere, but if error happen, that whatever the part we are going to type here, it will be executed. Let it be value, any test, any formula, right? So hope you have understand this one. As of now I am putting the 0 and clicking here this one. So if error function is very useful, as of now I have pasted that way. Now say for example, I have some employee emp1, okay, I change that there is 5 employees are there, I have a salary, okay, and I want to calculate a tax. Okay. I put a tax and I want to calculate tax for the 5% is equal to 12 into 5%, 0.5. okay, now I am hitting enter, so I am getting the value. Now I got the error, right? I have one error clock, sorry. Now say for example, I wanted to have here as like total tax to be calculated equal to sum and entire. The problem is happening, I am not able to get sum because of this error, right? So if error we will be able to very easily come out from this problem. Okay, we will put a tax with, okay, just we will put tax again, and now we will this time we will before writing the actual formula, what we will do, we will use the if error happen. Now I'll put the same formula, tax into 0.05 into, now it will ask for the, okay, what is the value you want, what if error happen, what you want. So I want to be put as a 0, there is nothing, right? So I want put 0. If I hit enter, if you see, I'm just pasting the entire, like I'm just selecting and pasting the formula here. I get the number, I got the same. Now I'll put the sum, and this time there is no error, right? So it will be very useful when we have very larger data, and because of one single value or any kind of in between, any kind of error happen on the formula, or there is some invalid value, based on that our this value get changed. But error, if error, there is one also drawback of if error is, if, let it be any kind of error, right, let it be test or like, it will give this, if error happen, whatever the value you have defined during the formula, it will be given. So say for example, let it be any kind of error, but it will always give as a 0. It will not give any kind of other things to you, whether it is divide by 0, or it is there is no value at all, right, the cell got deleted, so reference error, nothing will. Whatever the type of error, any error happen, it will give the same as a result whatever you have notified. Hope you understand that. I will give one more simple example where the if there is a drawback of if error formula. Say for example, if I use if error, I calculate the tax same 5% into 5% 0.05, okay, and now even though if there is a error, like there is a no form, there is a no tax for that, but I wanted to have at least some amount to be detected, someone has to be collected as a maintenance, right, even there is a nothing, but I want to have something, right. So if error, I want 10 to be collected, so I am putting as a 10 and hitting enter. So if you see, wherever error is there, it got 10. Now even this imply does not exist or anything, right, there is no, there is a blank, but it's sorry, this one we have to, if there is no imply itself, right, there is an error, but the 10 rupees is coming, okay, there might be some other corrections, here might be some corrections, okay, implies there, we wanted to have some calculation for this, but that implies data is not available here, the salary is still not available, but it will give a default value as 10. So hope you understand the importance of both the formulas, not function and if error function. In next video we will be seeing some more advanced feature on the tracking the formulas and how we can modify at one time, we can look into that, and based on our need we can change accordingly. Thank you so much for watching.